All right, guys, well, welcome into the Calling All Brides podcast. I'm your host, Joe Cirillo, with our other host,
DJ Michael.
And wow, Michael, we've got another fabulous episode.
Maybe my most favorite so far, Joe.
Yeah. Well,
talking
guys,
about vacations and honeymoons.
Vacations and honeymoons,
Oh,
man.
I'm there.
I'm dreaming. I am just.
You just got back from one.
I'm still dreaming. That's
Bahama
okay.
Joe over here, man. Jeez.
I love the Bahamas.
This guy vacations more than he works. Don't get him. He's always on a boat somewhere.
Come on. I do love a good cruise, but guys, we are going to talk about honeymoon destinations today. You know, we talk a lot, Michael, about the wedding planning process and all the stress and everything that goes in with that. But we don't talk about the fun part, which is the honeymoon.
And you and I had this conversation the other day. I meet my bride and grooms. I'm a DJ. About 30 days out. Hey, where are you going for your honeymoon? We're not going on one this year. Guys, you've got, like Joe said, between the stress and the planning, budget money for a honeymoon. So our job today was to tell you where our bride and groom's going. This is past COVID now, it's 22, 23. And where are they going? And what can you do there?
Yeah.
So we're going to give you some great ideas.
We're going to give you some great ideas. We do talk to a lot of bride and grooms who do stay locally, and that's perfectly fine, guys. It's all going to obviously depend on your budget, right? But if this is something that you can spend a little bit extra on, I really encourage you to. I know on my honeymoon we went to the beautiful Lake Tahoe, and it was outstanding. I mean, and again, after all that wedding planning stress and stress with families and all that kind of stuff, it gave us a chance to reset, to start fresh. We're married now, so it's that you get to the whole planning process and everything's great, but when you actually sign that paperwork and it's like it's real.
I'm laughing because Joe's happily married, I'm happily single, and I'm thinking, golly, I've had to do it over again.
You would have saved the money, right?
All my money on the honeymoon and blown the wedding. But I think my main point today is, guys, weddings are a lot of work. And you deserve, as a couple, you need that time to come together. Like Joe said, you have been making so many decisions and all this stress. You guys, you got the rest of your life, hopefully be married. Go have some fun.
That's right.
Before the kids come in the picture and all the day-to-day life stuff, go have a honeymoon.
Exactly. You will never regret
You won't forget. I remember mine vividly.
Yep, exactly. So in no particular order today, we're going to go through a good list of beautiful destinations and talk a little bit about those.
Yeah, get your suntan lotion. Most of them are tropical. Yeah, I was shocked when I saw this list and I researched several different websites, guys, and these are the ones that came out the most consistently.
Yep. So we are going to start off with somewhere that I've never visited before, but I do have this on my bucket list.
There you go.
Is St. Lucia.
St. Lucia in the Eastern Caribbean. So if you're on the East Coast, very accessible to us. The cool thing about St. Lucia, a lot of times when you think about the tropics, you think about flat, the beach. St. Lucia has soaring mountains, of course, blue water, white sand. What else you need?
Mountains,
water and sand. Eastern Coast.
I mean, I'm sold right
there.
I'm
ready to go.
Yeah.
Don't you do the rest of the show?
That's right, exactly.
But you got Jamaica coming up.
Jamaica
mine, Bob Marley mine, hiking, rafting, snorkeling. And they have the luminous lagoon where at night it lights up. I don't know if you've ever heard of this or not.
No.
There's something, I don't know if it's the algae or what, but it lights up. It's really cool. Yeah.
I'll have to check that out for
sure.
And
we just did a whole podcast on weed weddings. You're in the home of weed.
That's
Campus,
right.
Jamaica mine.
That's right. Yeah.
Very popular location.
Make sure you check out that episode. It's a good one.
It's a good one.
So our next one is Bora Bora.
Now, we won't know much about that. This is in the South Pacific. So for us, that's probably after our pay grade. But Bora Bora, that's where you see the little huts on the water.
Oh, yeah.
Luxurious hotels. It's actually affordable. It's just expensive to get there. But once you get there, it's not too bad, but it is in the South Pacific. So you better add about 4 days of travel.
You actually bring up a good point. Guys, one thing I would recommend is when you start to think about these honeymoon destinations, is get a travel agent, right? I mean, they've probably been to the majority of these locations, that we're discussing. They know probably the requirements that you're going to need, for passports, all that kind of good stuff. If there, believe it or not, there are still some countries out there that do have some COVID restrictions.
Yes.
So that's going to be important as well, for somewhere that you might not be like the Bahamas or something like that. There's going to be a lot of different things that you need to make sure, that you research and that you're aware of. So make sure that you get with a good travel agent to help you.
Yep.
All right, so my favorite is next. I've been here multiple times, as Michael alluded to. I just got back, and it is the Bahamas.
You're actually darker than me for the first time, man. What's up with that? You have a tan going. Did you know there's 700 islands that make up the Bahamas? Did you know this? Because you go all the time.
No,
you think about the Bahamas like the Grand Bahama Island,
right?
Like Nassau. 700 islands.
Wow,
that's crazy.
That is
very popular with cruise ships,
Yep.
as you well know. You get to swim. Have you ever swam with the pigs?
You've
never swim with the wild pigs?
I have not. So we were on Royal Caribbean on our last cruise, and that was one of the excursions was swim with the pigs. Now let me tell you, do you know
they'll bite, right?
Do you know the whole thing about the pigs?
I ain't touching the pig, dude.
Okay.
Not in the water.
So here's the thing about the pigs in the water, okay? So the thing, it isn't like you just go to this island in the Bahamas and there's pigs everywhere.
Right.
No. That's not how this works, okay? So they put you on a small boat, okay?
I'm out right there.
Okay.
Yeah,
they take you out to an island, okay? When you get there, they put you in the water about knee deep or so, okay? And then they turn you around, make you look back out of that beautiful water, okay? And then some guy goes and he opens up a cage, gate, and here comes all the pigs. And I forgot to tell you, the pigs like fruit, like pineapple and things like that. So they'll give all the guests like pineapple and stuff. And they'll be holding out in their hand in the water. So here comes all these pigs that come rushing out. Well, of course they can smell the pineapple and stuff, and they rush into the water. Now, pigs really can't swim, okay? That's why it's only about knee deep. And they go there, and then you feed them the little piece of pineapple. Man. That's how that works. So I'm going to save you a little bit of money if you do take that excursion.
Did you feed the iguanas?
No, it didn't feed the iguanas. Okay. Saw a bunch of them, but it didn't feed them.
They're freaky looking.
Now, I will tell you, and again, I know we're going a little bit longer on the Bahamas, but we do love snorkeling, and I got to tell you, we went out to the most beautiful reef in the Bahamas, and the fish and everything that we saw there were better than anywhere I have been snorkeling. So if you like that kind of thing, Bahamas is where you want to go.
Bahamas is pretty affordable too. That's what we're talking more about this because, especially on the East Coast, it's very easy to get to from Florida. Pretty affordable.
Yep.
A lot to do.
Yeah. And if you do take a cruise or something like that, I mean, you can get there in just in a weekend.
Yeah, sure.
A short cruise,
Weekend
things
cruise.
like that. I mean, you can fly over there, and they have done a fantastic job over there with the port. They just redid it. I mean, I'm talking about millions and millions of dollars. It's safe, guys. It's beautiful. I highly recommend the Bahamas.
Good to know.
Yep. All right, our next one is Grenada.
Yeah, you don't hear about this a whole lot either because they've kind of stayed off the tourism map. So if you really want to kind of get away and go somewhere there aren't a lot of people, it's Grenada. Grand Anse Beach is supposed to be one of the top beaches in the world. But then again, not many people go there. I do know a couple who went there, which I thought was weird. They had a blast.
That's interesting.
So it's kind of an off the beaten path kind of place, but it did make the list.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Next one is it Moldova?
Maldives.
Okay. Sorry, I pronounced that wrong.
That can't read my handwriting. So the Maldives, man, Indian Ocean. I don't even know where that is.
Wow.
You know where the Indian Ocean is? That near Africa?
I mean, if I had a globe or something, I don't know. Probably when I was younger, I had to
the Indian
label
Ocean,
them.
so I think that's kind of far to get to. They also have the little huts on the water, too, that you've seen. It's 1,192 islands make up the Maldives. But yeah, that's you have to get there by skyplane. So when you go to the islands, it's all skyplane. So
really?
That all adds it to be expensive to me.
Yeah.
So this might be one you want to take a look at and go, maybe not. But it's a beautiful place.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So next we have a place, and while we get to this place, it is a very expensive place. It's a beautiful place, but they just had a tragedy. Yeah. So I do want to, send our regards to our friends out in the Aloha of Hawaii.
Beautiful islands, man. And I'm glad you said that because it did make the list. And it was Maui, right? Wasn't it Maui?
Yeah.
Maui just suffered massive damage. Beautiful place. It is expensive. But let's our hearts and prayers with us, folks. I don't know if they'll recover from what I saw out there. But there's the other island, Oahu, and Oahu's the most popular one. You've got Maui, Oahu, and other ones. But Hawaii is, it's in the 50 states. Yep. No passport needed. If you're on the West Coast, I'm sure it's pretty easy to get to. So, great place to go.
Yeah, definitely. All right, our next one is Antigua.
The Caribbean Sea. It's got pink and white sandy beaches. A pink beach.
A pink beach?
It's something about the luminescence of the sand turns pink. But
wow,
the pictures I saw was incredible. Kind of cool looking. Yeah.
Never
Never
seen
been
that
there.
one. I'll have to check that one out. At least some pictures for sure. Especially with you said pink. The first thing that comes to my head right now is Barbie, right?
Right.
Man, we have a Barbie wedding
I tell you,
out
got
there.
daughters, man.
Right?
Is the movie called Barbie out?
Yeah, you didn't know that. Oh my goodness, Michael, where have you
No,
been?
that song by Dua Lipa, that Dance
Yes.
the Night Away, is a hot dance tune right now, man. I thank God for Barbie. That's a great
Yes,
song.
it came from the Barbie movie,
Yes,
man.
it is.
So,
Yeah.
all right, our next one.
Margot Robbie made $50 million, by the way, so far.
Wow.
$50 million. Okay, go ahead.
Off of a plastic.
She had a great
Doll.
contract, took it on the royalties, and look what's happening. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Incredible. But our next one is Bermuda,
Is that what he made Bermuda shorts?
I guess. Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama.
It's a British territory. It also has pink sand and turquoise water. Bermuda is what? Like it's east of, like, if you're in South Carolina, it's right off from Charleston,
It is.
right? So it's the same latitude or whatever. So I hear, the only thing I've ever heard about Bermuda is it's really windy. It's a little tiny island in the middle of nowhere.
I thought you were going to say the only thing I heard about Bermuda was the Bermuda Triangle.
I've flown through that before.
Yeah.
It scared the crap out of me, yeah. But yeah, it's windy. I hear it's beautiful. But I think temperature-wise, it's about like the East Coast, I think.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it's not very
Never been.
far off.
No.
So, yeah, me either. So I'll have to check that one out. All right, next one is Tahiti.
Polynesian Islands. That means that's far away too, right? It's got some of the most, it says it has some of the most romantic resorts in the world. So I'm thinking if you want to go, if you want to say, okay, we're going to do this one time, let's have the best honeymoon we can, romance, beautiful, Tahiti.
Yeah.
Just
wow.
Tahiti. French Polynesian Islands. That'd be awesome.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, we'll have to check that one out too. Well, guys, make sure that you are checking out the Calling All Brides podcast on YouTube. Make sure that you're subscribing for us. Make sure that you're also checking out us on all of the podcasts. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio are just a few that you can check us out on. So make sure you do that for us. All right, let's continue on. Michael, we got the big Sin City of Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, man. It's home of the best shows in the world. So if you want to go see a show, and you can take a plane or helicopter to the Grand Canyon and the real Death Valley, not the one up in upstate South
Not
Carolina.
the one up in the orange.
No. The real Death Valley. A good friend of mine went and with his girl, and they went and surprised everybody, got married there. They had a blast. They did the Grand Canyon helicopter tour, and then you ride horses or donkeys or something down. Had a blast. I mean, Las Vegas. I mean, come on. It never sleeps, and they got the new Sphere there.
Yeah.
The new $1 billion Sphere. Have you seen this thing?
Yeah, it's insane.
U2's going to open up inside, and it's supposed to be acoustically inside. There's not a bad seat. They've got, like, I don't know, 100,000 speakers or something crazy. So everywhere you sit, you're getting the full experience. I can't wait to go see this place.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But you failed to mention the number one thing about Las Vegas.
Gambling?
Well, obviously gambling, but the number
The
one
hookers?
wedding, those two, but the number one wedding related activity in Las Vegas.
Get married with Elvis?
Yes.
Yeah, you can get married by Elvis, yeah.
Dude, I have a friend who got married in Las Vegas, and they had those pictures, and I mean, they're just hilarious. And it reminds me of
Little wedding chapel, drive-through wedding chapel things, right? 24-hour chapel. That's right, I forgot about
what's that movie? Oh man,
There's
the
like
movie.
Leaving Las Vegas. There's
Well, you got
Nicolas
the,
Cage.
no. The one it has three of them. Oh goodness. Oh man.
I know what you're talking about.
I cannot think of it, but yeah, I mean, you got Vegas Vacation from
Casino.
Casino, yeah, that was a good one. So, but lots of good
I've been there
movies and
several
things.
times. It's a fun place. You want to go about 3 days and get out.
Yeah,
You know, and if you're a gambler, God bless you, because it goes quick.
they got the casino machines in the airport.
That's crazy, I know.
It's insane.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Vegas is a fun one, guys.
It
So
is.
I definitely recommend that one. Next up, if you like some wine, where are we going?
Napa Valley, West Coast wine country. You can do bike tours, hot air balloon rides, horseback riding, and winery tours. I think Napa Valley would probably be a very laid back honeymoon. You know, you're going to go bike riding, horseback riding, take a wine tour. You just want to go get away. You're not a beach. Everybody's not a beach person.
No.
I was shocked at how many beaches made this list.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth, I am a beach person, but you know, the first 12 were beaches.
Well, I think that's probably because of warm weather. People love
guess,
warm weather,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and the beautiful water.
Yeah.
Other thing probably in Napa Valley that you probably could do as a fun activity with your brand new spouse is you probably could stomp on grapes, right? Make some wine.
Yeah. You go to these wineries; they'll let you stomp on them, and you get to see how it's made and everything. Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be
wine
really cool.
tastings is great. Yeah.
Yep. Well, back to our tropical. How about Costa Rica?
The first thing I think of Costa Rica is zip lining over the treetops through the jungle. That has got to be the biggest rush. I don't mean this. I mean over the trees, and you're going through a jungle.
Is it like rainforesty kind of?
Rainforest jungle, and they have private beachfront villas. Now, come on.
Wow.
Nobody above you yelling. You're a private beachfront villa. That would be awesome.
Nice, nice. Next up, we got Greece.
Yeah, I've got some friends that are there right now. And my couple that I'm DJing their wedding this weekend, they're going here. Really? I was shocked. It's kind of timely, yeah.
You got to try to see if you can fit in the luggage?
Sneak in the luggage, man. The pictures I have seen, you see the kind of clay color rooms on the side of a cliff overlooking I'm talking blue water. I've never seen water as blue in my life. But you stay on the side of these cliffs, and it's just incredible.
Yeah.
And the food, the culture, the history, yeah.
Wow, awesome. Well, we've talked a lot about kind of, I would say, more international destinations. Let's talk more about destinations that are actually here in the United States where we are. That we have tons in the United States that are great places. Mm-hmm. We already talked about Napa Valley, Vegas, things like that.
It didn't make the list, Key West.
Key West, well, really?
I thought Key West would have made the list, but it didn't make the list. It didn't make the top 20. It didn't.
That's interesting.
New York City didn't make the list.
Really?
Which I thought was unusual. Wow. Right?
Like I mentioned on my honeymoon, Lake Tahoe, that didn't make the list. Aspen, kind of surprised.
Saluda, South Carolina.
Saluda, South Carolina.
The list.
Man, that is shocking.
Go run with the pigs there.
Hey, there you go. All right, guys. Well, let's talk about Disney World. That was a very popular one.
I'm sorry. I can't imagine a worse hell than on my honeymoon at Disney World with kids everywhere.
Oh, come on, Michael.
The freaking Magic Kingdom. You know what's magic about it? All your money disappears.
It is a very magical place.
Mouse.
You don't like Mickey Mouse? Really? No,
I'm not talking political stuff with Disney. I don't. Just the whole concept, man.
We're removing.
Have you seen the numbers of what it costs to take a family there?
Oh, it's insane.
Because you went not too long ago.
Yeah. And that's what I was saying. Like Michael said, remove the political stuff out. We try to remove the political stuff out of everything because, guys, if we kept political stuff in even just music, Michael wouldn't be able to play any songs at a wedding, right? If we kept
I didn't
politics
play artists that I like, say there's an artist I have a problem with, I wouldn't have any music to play.
Yeah. So we remove politics when we talk about stuff. It's for us, it's more about experience and having fun.
But I gotta be careful. There's a lot of grown-ups that are into Disney. And if that's your thing, that's cool.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I personally do like Disney. It's a very magical place. I will tell you, even on cruises, I'm a big cruiser. Mm-hmm. We do, World Caribbean is my favorite. However, I'm going to say I've been on a couple Disney cruises. Mm-hmm. And they are spectacular, and they are like your BMW, Mercedes of cruise ships, and they give you that it's going to cost you more, but the value is there. They really do. And it's the same thing when you go to Disney World. Now I've never been to Disneyland, so I don't know out there in California. I haven't either. I suspect it's probably pretty similar to Disney World, but Disney World, the activities, the experience, it is costly. But it is a magical place, and they do things to try, to make you feel, special. And I do know, from DJing, there are a lot of bride and grooms that do like Disney movies and things like that. So they'll ask for some music.
Of Disney music for entry songs, for the bride coming down the aisle. A lot of Disney.
Yep. So that makes sense. They will translate into a honeymoon destination as well. Let's talk about some other places. We've got Dollywood in Tennessee.
Yeah, I was shocked. A lot of my couples go to Dollywood. I've never been. I hear it's a lot of fun, actually.
I've been to Dollywood.
You been there?
I have. It's pretty cool. It's of course, it's kind of more of a
kind of Six Flags-y kind of
similar. It's more rusticy kind of country setting. Yeah. It's nice in the mountains, a little bit cooler in Tennessee. You can't, not if we're going to talk about some U.S. destinations. I've done very many weddings here, filming weddings, and as a videographer, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Yes.
I'm sorry. A lot of people call it the Dirty Myrtle.
Redneck Riviera.
Oh, come on. I love me some Myrtle Beach.
Love Myrtle Beach. They're great for the economy. Have a lot of fun down there. A lot to do. A lot to do. A lot to eat. Some great seafood. Myrtle Beach is really cool if you're going to North or South End.
Yeah.
So you go to Myrtle's Inlet. What's the other one? Calabash. So the best seafood you'll ever have.
Yeah, no doubt.
Downtown Myrtle Beach, but it has some issues. But I think it's on the north and south end, you can have a good time there.
Yep.
I used to have a house. You have a condo. We had a house there.
I had. You
sold it?
It's under contract right now. So,
brother, all right.
yeah, man.
So our show will be going up a notch because he just got a lot of money. But Myrtle Beach is a lot of fun. It's a fun place. It does. A lot of my couples do go there for their honeymoon. Yeah. It's affordable. 1,000 hotel rooms. You can have a good time. Yeah.
Other places, Charleston, South Carolina, another South Carolina destination.
Great place. You're talking about incredible food.
Hilton Head, South Carolina.
Hilton Head, beautiful. That whole area there. Exactly. Yeah.
Florida destination. So we talked about Key West a little bit, and of course Disney World, but you've got some beautiful crystal clear water in like Destin.
Yeah, I'm a Gulf Coast fan, so I go to golf about 3 times a year, and I'm telling you, I've been all over the Caribbean. The prettiest water I've ever seen is down. I'm not going to tell you where it is because you'll go. It's in the Gulf Coast of Florida. White sand, palm trees, blue water, and it's a Publix down the street. What else do you need?
This past spring break, we went to Destin. First time ever.
Pretty.
Beautiful. Yeah. Cannot say enough nice things about it.
Great.
And crab, we went to that. I'm sure you've seen it on YouTube or TikTok, things like that. The Crab Island.
Oh yeah, you did.
We rented a little pontoon, went out there. Yeah. Incredible, guys. Yeah. Highly recommend it. So like we talked about, I mean, there are places, all across the United States, that you can easily get to. You don't have to worry about having a passport and all that kind of good stuff. Mm-hmm. So. Well, we hope that, like we talked about, we hope that you got some good information here. We definitely recommend consulting with a travel expert to help you, make sure you got passport, all those kind of good things lined up, and that, for safety and things like that, that you make sure that you, get with them to help you with that. So
I'm ready for a vacation.
Yeah, now I'm talking about all this. Jeez. I'm like, man, all these destinations, which one should I go to next?
I'm so bummed right now. I'm sitting here where we are. I wanted to go somewhere pretty, man.
We're sitting here in Columbia, South Carolina.
Where it's hot as you know what.
It is called famously hot for a reason.
It's because 112 today.
The humidity is just miserable. I mean, I go for a run in the morning, and I look like I've jumped in the pool
when I get done. Weekend.
Yeah. Outdoor weddings in the middle of August in South Carolina is just miserable, guys.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, well, have a great time on your honeymoon. We hope you, get
send us pictures.
Yeah, send us pictures, guys. Interact with us. We love to interact with our bride and grooms and all of our fans out here that are checking out the Calling All Brides podcast. Make sure you go to YouTube. Make sure you hit the subscribe button for us. Help us get known so we can continue to share all the knowledge that we have, guys. So that's what we do it. We have so much knowledge. We're actually, in weddings every weekend. So we're there every weekend. We see the trends, all this kind of good stuff, and we want to provide that to you. So make sure you share us. Again, hit us up on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, on iHeart, all the podcasting platforms. Make sure you give us a rating and review so we can continue to get this information out to you.
Are we on HBO yet?
Not yet.
Okay, all right.
Nope, not yet.
Okay. We're getting there.
That's right. All right, guys. Well, take care. Again, my name is Joe Cirillo and
DJ Michael.
We'll see you soon, guys. Take care. Great episodes coming up, and we've got a whole lot more, so make sure you stay tuned to the Calling All Brides podcast.